it's a beautiful day. Let's call into work and we'll go out and play, sweet darling. 'Cause I've got nothing but time on my hands. I just wanna spend a little time with my man, sweet darling. You grab the rocks and I'll get the bait. We'll do a little fishing. Let's make it a day with the blue skies above and the sun on our skin. Oh, sweet darling, let's go fishing.
Hello, we are here today with Rahma Yanda. And please, how were you first introduced to the idea of ecohydraulics? Can you talk a bit about it?
So a little bit about me. I was graduated from a master degree here in Japan in Gifu University, and on that time my research for master degree was just focused on the hydraulic characteristics like turbulence parameters and how it changed with bed roughness change, and I didn't aware about what could this condition affect given effect to habitat or something. And then my supervisor has interest to ecohydraulic, and then from that he introduced me to ecohydraulics.
Okay, and what is an example of an ecohydraulic research or article that influenced your research?
Until now, I'm reading like how to. I'm focusing on micro habitat scale. So in micro habitat scale, there is a roughness layer where the velocity strongly influenced by the bed topography or something, and I use spatial averaging method to understand the heterogeneity of the flow. So I'm reading a lot about the spatial averaging method and also microhabitat model evaluation. Yeah.
Okay, and what is an ecohydraulic project that you are working on right now?
I'm just following the project that is in my lab with my supervisor, and yeah, like I told to you, we are analyzing the flow characteristic on microhabitat, and then we want to integrate more detailed parameters into the fish habitat modeling. So we hope that it could improve, not too rough but not too detailed like numerical simulation, but in the middle like quasi something. Yeah, that's our project.
And yes, look into the future, let's say. What is one ecohydraulic topic that you think future generations will be better positioned to answer than we can do right now?
Wow, that's quite difficult. And from my limited knowledge about ecohydraulics, probably in the future there are a lot of technology that can provide us with a lot of detailed data about topography, like a LiDAR or something, and maybe in the future it could be easier to access that technology, so we could answer more detail near the riverbed what's going on, because that's the most probably ignored, or because there are complexity to measure the detailed bed topography near the riverbed area. So it would be helpful to understand the habitat more, because they use near the riverbed area for resting or feeding. So in the future, I hope that will happen.
Okay, and is there anything else that you wish to add that you have not been asked, for example?
Yeah, actually this is the fifth question that made me want to do this interview. So yesterday I talked to one of Professor Greg student,
Yes.
Desmond, and we were in the different area, of course, even same ecohydraulics but different focus. So I share my research to him, and he did it too. And sometimes I thought about the concern in my research was ignored or not too significant in his study.
Yeah.
He thought, and I think I have no problem about that, because if we get a large scale of river system, maybe the influence factors would be different. For me, in micro scale, and for him it's probably meso or big scale. But the point that I noticed in that conversation is we need to have public speaking skill, I guess, because we are in the interdisciplinary, and if somebody with this kind of focus study and other one with another focus of study, and sometimes we are not knowing enough each other, right? But we could accidentally or unconsciously reduce he or her motivation to introduce his research into another field. So I guess in this community, for me, especially for the early eco-hydraulic folks, I need to know how to address my issue to another field without without saying without implying that he or her research is not really affecting in my study. I want to let me see how could it works, rather than assume that's not working in this. So probably I will suggest, if there is public speaking class related to interdisciplinary community, I think that will be helpful.
Really interested. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you.